answering further questions related to the topic in part 2. These questions are typically more complex and abstract, and they test your ability to express and justify opinions and to analyze, discuss and speculate about issues. तो ये डिस्कशन राउंड जो होता है ये तुम्हारे जो तुमने ऑलरेडी स्पीक लाइक तुमने ऑलरेडी बोला है जिस टॉपिक पे उसी से ही उसके मोर क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, बट इट इज कॉल्ड a discussion round because not that it will happen two ways कि तुम कुछ पूछोगे और फिर एग्जामिनर कुछ पूछेगा, नहीं पूछेगा एग्जामिनर ही, बट वो टॉपिक जो है जो तुम ऑलरेडी बोल चुके हो पार्ट 2 में उससे ही रिलेटेड होंगे क्वेश्चंस. और ये जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं थर्ड पार्ट के ये थोड़े डेंस होते हैं, मतलब इसमें तुम्हें जो है तुम्हारे बारे में इतना वो क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछेगा जितना वो तुम्हें एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडियाज पे क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. जैसे कि हो सकता है वो तुमसे पूछ ले कि today's generation is using a lot of phone, what is your opinion. तो बेसिकली इसमें तुम्हें कुछ चीजें एक्सप्रेस करनी पड़ती हैं, कभी कभी तुम्हें कुछ जस्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा. हेलो.
Yes ma'am, actually I have one query.
Please go ahead.
Yes, in the part 3 which is a discussion, so the part 3 questions are based on clue card or it's a separate?
In the part 3 you're asking?
Yes.
See, in the part 3 they are going to ask you more questions. It is going to be related to the cue card, completely based on the cue card nahi hoga. It will have topics that are going to, or the questions that are going to be driven from what you've already spoken about. तो ये completely क्यू कार्ड के ऊपर नहीं होगा, पर हाँ उसके जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे वो रिलेट करेंगे क्यू कार्ड से.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So थर्ड पार्ट इज योर डिस्कशन एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, और इसमें ये जो है 4 से 5 मिनट में तुमसे सिर्फ एट मैक्स जो है वो सिर्फ 6 क्वेश्चंस पूछता है. तो तुम्हें अपने आप को उस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करना है कि अगर कुछ देयर इज अ स्ट्रेटजी कॉल्ड दी ओआरई, जिसमें पहले कोई भी वो क्वेश्चन बोले तुम अपना ओपिनियन बोलोगे, जो भी तुम्हारा ओपिनियन है उसके बाद तुम उसका रीजन बताओगे कि तुम्हारा ये ओपिनियन क्यों है, and then you give an example या explanation कि you know I've spoken about this, so this is the example or this is the explanation that I can think about. So this is about your first, second and third part. Before I proceed further, is there anyone who has more doubts? I can proceed. Any questions that there is from your end? Okay. Robin, can you tell me like what was the cue card about?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Ma'am, she gave me a difficult decision in your life. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So what did you speak about?
Ma'am, related to stream, ma'am.
Okay, so like you had to choose your stream in your school and that was your difficult decision.
Yes, ma'am.
So sahi hai. Were you able to speak at length, like for 2 minutes, were you able to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When was your paper?
Ma'am, I got 7 bands in ma'am speaking.
All right. And what about the rest of the bands? Like rest of the
Ma'am, 6.5, less than 5.5 in writing.
Okay. Were you not able to understand the structure of the writing section? या कहाँ problem आई थी?
Ma'am, sometimes I face structure as well as ma'am some point explanation.
Okay. Now, are you planning to give the test again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. Apart from that, is there anyone who has any doubt? Yeah, सबको clear है and I can proceed further.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, Pratik.
I want to know about introduction and cue card, ma'am.
We have already covered the introduction, Pratik, कि basically introduction में तुम्हारे वो बहुत basic questions पूछेगी और ये questions तुमसे ही related होंगे, मतलब कि वो पूछ लेगी कि talk about your friends, talk about your family, talk about the place you were born to, everything related to you. तो इसमें जो है तुम्हें at least मतलब reference के लिए you have to speak at least 3 sentences. 3 sentences से कम मत बोलना, उससे ज़्यादा बोलोगे तो there is no problem. And apart from that, you should not give any like yes and no answers. मतलब कोशिश करना कि जो भी तुम बोलना चाह रहे हो उसे तुम अच्छे से explain कर दो, expand कर दो on the idea. And apart from that, we have the second part which is called the cue card round, जिसमें वो तुम्हें एक main topic देती है और उससे ही related several bullet points होते हैं जो तुम्हें cover करना होता है. इसको प्रिपेयर करने के लिए वो तुम्हें 1 मिनट देगी। उस 1 मिनट में तुम्हें जो है नोट्स बनाने होते हैं, छोटे छोटे नोट्स बना लो कि तुम इस टॉपिक पे ये बात करोगे और ये कीवर्ड्स यूज करोगे, ये सिनोनिम्स यूज करोगे, एंड देन when the examiner tells you to speak about it, use your reference. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Robin, do you want to say something else?
No, ma'am.
All right. Kashish ma'am, do you want to add something to this, or like shall I proceed?
So it's good enough. You can proceed ahead. I'll say anything if I will. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So now when we talk about the strategies for preparation, we are going to talk about the techniques that are effective. That is called a note-taking technique, where you have to use keywords and phrases. Instead of writing full sentences, just jot down the keywords or short phrases that trigger your thoughts about the topic. This saves time and helps you recall broader ideas quickly. The other thing that you can use is called a mind mapping strategy, that you can create a small mind map around the main topic. Place the main topic in the center and branch out the bullet points, adding a few keywords for each. जैसे कि अगर मैं तुम्हें like we have already talked about that book वाला question ना. Wait, for example, if just a second, we had the topic where we had to talk about the book, that we had to name a book that we had recently read, using that as our main topic. Mind mapping strategy जो होती है वो basically होती है कि तुम अपने page को, they are going to give you one sheet of paper and they are going to also give you one pen or pencil where you can write down the ideas in the part 2. So you can use the mind mapping strategy where you create like a sun kind of a thing, where you have branches coming out like this or rays, whatever. जो भी तुम्हारा मेन टॉपिक है, जैसे कि अभी हम पढ़ रहे थे बुक के बारे में, यू कैन थिंक ऑफ अ बुक दैट यू हैव रिसेंटली रेड. आई कैन राइट अबाउट द साइलेंट पेशेंट. ओके, सो दिस इज माय मेन टॉपिक. अब इससे हम जो है, जो ब्रांचेस हैं, इसमें हम सारे WH क्वेश्चंस along with what the bullet points are there, we can write more WH questions. जैसे कि what is the name of the book? Silent Patient. Who wrote it? You can either think of the author, अगर तुम्हें नाम याद है, अगर नहीं तो you can create one. It does not matter. What was the book like? It's a, let's say it's a psychological thriller. Okay. You can talk about the pages. It had well over 300 pages. How much time did you take to complete this book? I took, because it was so interesting, I took less than 5 days, or I took a week to finish it. What did you like the most about the topic? Maybe the protagonist. Okay. Why do you still remember the book? Because of the lesson at the end, or maybe because of the plot twist. तो जो भी उनका WH क्वेश्चन होगा या जो भी उनके बुलेट पॉइंट्स होंगे, कोशिश करना उससे रिलेटेड तो vocabulary या synonyms रखो. And once 1 minute is over, you can use whatever you've created or what notes that you've written as your key features or your reference points to like structure your answer. So this is what the mind mapping strategy is. It helps you to write down several notes, and then you can use these notes as your reference point, and you can like create your conversation accordingly. Okay. Then and then the other thing is that you should not write full sentences. कभी भी जब वो तुम्हें 1 मिनट देगा तो full sentences लिखने मत बैठ जाना, क्योंकि उसमें तुम ज्यादा लिख भी नहीं पाओगे और 1 मिनट बहुत जल्दी ओवर हो जाएगा. Instead, write down the keywords, write down the key phrases, write down the synonyms that you can use, or if you can think about good opener or good words that you can use, you can write down all of that, but do not write full sentences. Also, instead of writing the full like symbols and all, use abbreviations. मतलब अगर तुम्हें plus advantages बोलना है तो तुम उसके लिए plus बना सकते हो, अगर disadvantage बोलना है तो like minus बना सकते हो. Like use these strategies so that your time is saved and you can write more in less time. Then when I talk about the structuring of the response, सबसे पहले you have to start with a brief introduction to the topic. कभी भी जो उनका cue card है उसको same मत बोलना. There's something called paraphrasing, जिसमें you speak the same thing using different vocabulary. तो तुम पैराफ्रेज करके उसके क्वेश्चन को बोलना. You can paraphrase the topic in your own words or give general statement about it. For example, if the topic is about a favorite book, start by mentioning that you enjoy reading and you will be talking about a book that left a lasting impression. So basically, कुछ भी topic हो, अगर वो तुमसे बोले कि talk about the recent discovery or latest invention in your life that has made it very easier, so you can talk about that. The technology is increasing by leaps and bounds, या फिर technology is soaring high, and there are more inventions every single day happening every single day, and I'll be talking about one particular invention that has made my life easier. मतलब basically जो भी topic है उसको paraphrase करके अपने words में बोलो, ताकि it shows that you have flexibility and you can paraphrase the information given. Then once you've started your conversation or your talk with a good opener, you can come to the main points. Divide your 2 minutes into sections, each focusing on a bullet point. Use your keywords to expand on each point, adding personal experience, reasons, or examples. And then comes conclusion. Conclude with a summarizing statement or a reflective remark. It could be a comment on the overall significance of the topic to you, or closing thought that ties back to your introduction. और कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि तुम बोलते जाओगे but examiner तुम्हें जो है मतलब she or he is going to gesture you to stop. तो preferably कोशिश करना कि अपनी जो भी तुम बोल रहे हो उसे जल्दी से quickly you summarize it. Abruptly रुकना मत, because task response is where you're going to lose marks on. So when the examiner tells you, she's not going to basically tell you, वो तुम्हें ऐसे gesture करेगी कि चुप हो जाओ या हो गया time. तो उस टाइम पे instead of like stopping abruptly, it's better that you complete your sentence and then you stop. Then the next is brainstorming and expanding on bullet points. So अगर तुम्हें जो है bullet points पे बात करनी है तो तुम जो हो personal experiences या examples को भी add कर सकते हो. Sensory details basically मतलब कि उसमें इतनी ऐसी language लेकर के आओ that it appeases the sensory details of the person who's listening to. So maybe you can talk about more like similar idea or contrasting idea to provide depth to your response. Or last is to include future implications. You can also think about how the topic might impact your future or relate to broader societal or global issues. So basically ये है कि जितना ज़्यादा sensory appeal कर सकते हो, sensory organs को ऐसी अपनी conversation उस तरीके से रहो, उसको ज़्यादा visualizing बना दो, अच्छे words लेकर के आओ, और जो है उसको ज़्यादा believable बनाने के लिए you can include more experiences or examples ताकि ये ज़्यादा believable लगे. Then these are your like rubrics जिस पे आप mark होते हो, जैसे कि fluency and coherence. If you want to improve your fluency and coherence, you have to avoid overthinking. Speak naturally and avoid long pauses. It is better to keep talking even with minor errors than to constantly correct yourself or hesitate. दूसरा है कि linking words use करो. अब speaking और writing के linking words बिल्कुल अलग होता है. आप जब when you start speaking, आप ऐसे नहीं बोलते हो firstly, secondly, thirdly, right? उसमें आप कह सकते हो to begin with or to initiate something. So you have to know the disparity between the speaking linkers and the writing linkers, और use वही करना जो speaking के लिए speaking appropriate हो. उसके बाद practice speaking at length. Basically what you can do is you can pick a topic and record yourself while speaking on that topic for at least 1 minute, and then after that you can listen to what you have spoken about, and then you can also understand कि उसमें pronunciation में कहाँ गलती हुई है, so that you can be your best judge. Then comes your vocabulary enrichment. आपको अगर अपनी vocabulary better करनी है तो एक तो ये सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि basic conversation में जो everyday conversation में जो synonyms use होते हैं वो आप learn कर लो. Okay, so that you will not repeat the same words again and again. Then you should know how to use topic specific vocabulary. जो contextual vocabulary है वो use करो. कहीं पे भी कोई भी word मत डाल देना. अगर वो contextual नहीं हुआ तो तुम्हारे marks कट जाएंगे. और कोशिश करो कि reading की habit inculcate हो जाए, because the more you read, the better words you come across, and when you learn new words, your vocabulary definitely gets enhanced. Then if you want to learn pronunciation and intonation is the change in our voice when we want to stress on a particular idea or particular notion. जब हम कुछ बात करते हैं, अगर हमें किसी चीज पे stress करना होता है, that is when we are intonating. So ये learn करने के लिए you can listen and imitate. So listen to native speakers through movies, podcasts, and news, and imitate the way they speak. Pay attention to how they pronounce words and their intonation patterns. दूसरा है phonetic practice. Learn the phonetic symbols and practice the sounds of English. This can help improving your pronunciation. तीसरा होता है कि रिकॉर्ड और एनालाइज करो, अपने आप को रिकॉर्ड करो, और जब रिकॉर्ड कर लो तो सुनो भी कि तुम कहाँ कहाँ तुम मिस्टेक्स करते हो, कहाँ पे ऐसी कोई प्रोनाउंसिएशन तो नहीं है जो जहाँ पे दैट इज हाउ यू स्पीक इज डिफरेंट व्हेन अदर स्पीक इट्स डिफरेंट. तो वो चीज कैच करो और उसकी सही लॉजिकल प्रोनाउंसिएशन लर्न करो. एंड देन स्पीक स्लोली एंड क्लियरली. While it is important to maintain a natural rhythm, don't rush. Speaking too fast can negatively impact your pronunciation and make your speech less comprehensible. तो मतलब बहुत ये मत सोचो कि अगर मैं बहुत तेज बोलूंगा तो तेज in a way, if I speak really fast, then I might sound like a native English speaker. ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. So it's better that you maintain your own pace while speaking, and also do not imitate any like accent. Speak naturally in your own accent. Okay. Then when we talk about time management, allocate roughly 30 seconds of each bullet point on the cue. This ensures that you touch all the points within the 2-minute time frame. सबसे पहले तो तुम पहले रिकॉर्ड करो, देखो कि तुम कितनी देर में या कितनी जल्दी अपने सारे पॉइंट्स को बोल देते हो. फिर अकॉर्डिंगली कोशिश करो कि हर एक बुलेट पॉइंट पे एटलीस्ट 30 seconds दो. That will come with practice. Once you know how much time you're taking, you will know how much do you need to increase or decrease the time as on one particular bullet point. Then use the bullet points as a guide. Structure your talk around the bullet points, using them as a roadmap for your speech. This ensures you cover all necessary aspects of the topic. So it is very essential for you to remember that you should not leave any bullet point unspoken. You have to speak on all the bullet points. So use that bullet point as your guide, as your reference. And when you speak on the topic, remember to include all the bullet points. And the next is to practice with timers. Pick any topic and set 2 minutes timer that you have to speak on this topic for at least 2 minutes. 4-5 बार अगर practice करोगे तो तुम्हें exactly पता चल जाएगा कि कितना time लगता है तुम्हें 2 minute over करने में. And then you can roughly like denote 30 to 35 seconds for each bullet point. Then the techniques for extending the conversation: elaborate with examples, expand on each bullet point, use reflective statements, use comparisons and contrast, future implications or past experiences, and use descriptive language. So basically जो भी तुम बोल रहे हो उसको थोड़ा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस दो या हाइपोथेटिकल सिनेरियो क्रिएट कर लो, ताकि जो भी तुम टॉपिक बोल रहे हो तुम्हें उसको एक्सटेंड करने के लिए एक नया टॉपिक मिल जाए. और जो भी बुलेट पॉइंट है उसे एक्सप्लेन करते हुए you can discuss the why and how aspect of your bullet point. Then reflective statements जो होता है include your thoughts or reflections on the topic. This can add an extra dimension.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, ma'am, I would.
Yes, Siraj, continue.
So,
हाँ, Sure, yes, the voice is recorded in the speaking. In fact, जो भी तुम throughout the speaking module में सब कुछ recorded होता है. आप बोलो, आप क्या पूछ रहे थे?
Ma'am, how to prepare the cue card in 1 minute?
Sorry, Anmol.
ma'am.
हाँ, मोहम्मद बोलो.
Regarding yesterday, I didn't attend the class. So whatever I missed the class, so how I know that? What to explain me?
We basically have everything live on our YouTube.
Yesterday, whatever I missed, that I cannot review that.
You can go to our YouTube channel, and under the live section we have the class recorded. तो आप उसे सुन सकते हो.
Okay. So yesterday, whatever I missed, I cannot review that, right?
No, you can listen to it. It's already recorded in the YouTube channel. You can just go and look for the live session. उसमें सारा information है. You can just listen to what happened yesterday.
Can you share me the link, madam? That one I don't know that how
it's called yeah. You can write. You can type WorldEdX.
WorldEdX. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Anmol, what were you saying? Sorry.
Okay, Asra, let me answer the questions. Asra, I would like to answer the questions for the students, okay? If you allow.
Ma'am, okay. How to prepare a cue card in 1 minute?
So Anmol, the thing is that you will be given one paper and a pencil or a pen. you can use the bullet points to prepare your pointers. Okay. So basically, Shaurya, here I will be giving your answer as well. So what it's going to have, you will be given a QCAL topic. Under the QCAL topic, you will be provided with 4 questions. Those 4 questions act as your bullet points. Fine. So Anmol, what you are supposed to do, when you are provided with a piece of a paper and a pen, you are supposed to utilize this time. Take
Hi,
your
ma'am.
question.
Hi, ma'am.
Who is this, please?
Pratik, ma'am.
Pratik, just a second, please. Can you just wait a second? Let me answer the question, please. I'll listen to you, okay? Just 1 second, Pratik. Okay. So Anmol and Shaurya, here's the thing. So once your 1 minute time is allotted, make the bullet points for each of the questions. Please make sure you're not writing the sentences. For example, if somebody asks, describe your favorite book, right? And the question came, what is your favorite book? Please don't start writing, okay, this Harry Potter is my favorite book, and you start writing Harry Potter, the complete spelling. You have to just write HP or the shortest form that you can come up with so that you can save your time and prepare your all 4 pointers. I hope, Anmol, that answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, Anmol. Yes, Pratik, your question now, please. Pratik, yes.
Ma'am, how to improve confidence and more confident, how to improve, stop the
speaking one?
How to, yeah.
Means how to speak fluently or something that you would like to ask?
Yeah.
Okay. So Pratik, see, speaking is a daily communication process, right? So we are going to help you out with that. That's definitely from our end. But on your regular practice, what you can do, there are 2 methods you can approach. Is there any family member or friend of yours that that can help you out with the conversation, please? Is there anyone? प्रतीक, हेलो, आपके पास नहीं है, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. आप एक काम कर सकते हैं, आपके पास फोन है, आप उसे डेली यूज करते हैं, आप उसके अपने फोन पे रिकॉर्डर ऑन करिए, आप कुछ भी बोलिए, कोई भी एक पिक्चर ले लीजिए. मैं कहती हूँ आपके सामने जो भी चीजें रखी है ना, आप उसको डिस्क्राइब करना स्टार्ट कीजिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप किसी एक रूम में बैठे हैं, आप अपने रूम का सिनारियो, आपको ये समझना होगा कि आप किसी को सुना रहे, तो वो रूम का सिनारियो लीजिए और उस हिसाब से बोलना स्टार्ट कीजिए. तो ये जो आपकी फ्लुएंसी लेवल है वो धीरे धीरे करके आपकी बढ़ेगी. ठीक है, तो IELTS में आपकी फ्लुएंसी रिक्वायर्ड है और ये एक बहुत प्राइम इवैल्यूएटर होता है IELTS में. तो उस तक पहुंचने के लिए सबसे पहले जरूरी है कि आप आसपास चीजों में धीरे धीरे आप अपनी कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स अपनी फ्लुएंसी लेवल बढ़ाइए. फिर कोई भी एक टॉपिक ले लीजिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आज आपने डिसाइड किया कि ठीक है, आज मुझे अपने हॉबीज के बारे में बात करें. ठीक है, आप अपना रिकॉर्डर उठाइए, अपने हॉबीज के बारे में ध्यान रखिए, आप 2 से 3 मिनट के लिए आराम से बोलिए. ठीक, जितना बोल सकते हैं कोशिश कीजिए ज्यादा बोलने की इंग्लिश. रिकॉर्डर जब एक बार बंद कर दीजिए, आप उसको सुनिए और एक बार इवैल्यूएट करने की कोशिश कीजिए कि आप कितनी बार आपने पॉजेस दिए, कितनी बार आप हेजिटेट हुए बोलने में, या आपको कहाँ अपनी मिस्टेक फाइंड आउट हो. तो ये जो प्रोसेस है, जब आप इसको रेगुलरली फॉलो करेंगे प्रतीक, तो आप खुद ही देखेंगे 1 से 2 हफ्ते में यू विल नोटिस योरसेल्फ कि आपकी फ्लुएंसी बहुत इंप्रूव हो जाएगी. राइट? तो ये काम आप ये कर सकते हैं. फाइन प्रतीक?
ओके मैम.
ओके. Somebody was asking the question, right?
You can just have a look at the chat box. You'll be able
okay. The database account, items, this innovative. Who is this? Anmol is. I think Anmol is this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Anmol, you can ask the question, please.
Ma'am, how can improve our reading or writing skill?
Okay, Asra, would you like to answer the question, please?
Sure, you go ahead.
Okay, all right. So for reading and the writing part, again, see, practice is the key, Anmol, right? So before you practice, you need to understand what is the strategy involved in to solve every question. See, IELTS, it's not like a common English exam, right, Anmol? So there's some higher level version that is involved in that. So one must understand what is the strategy to solve every question. Plus, you have the time foundation. So if I come to the reading skills, obviously the first thing you can do is to improve your comprehension reading part. For this, every student who is sitting over here, I would recommend them to do one thing. Just read, take any English newspaper, take any magazine, that whatever you prefer, be it from the sports industry, entertainment industry, technology industry, whatever it is. आप उसे ले लो, आप उसे अपने पास रखो और डेली का 1 पेज रीड किया करो. और जब रीडिंग करो तो हमेशा उसका टाइम नोट करो कि अगर आज एक पेज पढ़ने में मुझे 15 मिनट्स लग रहे हैं, तो मेक श्योर दैट टुमारो व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग द अदर पेज इट शुड टेक ओनली 12 मिनट्स. तो कोशिश करो पैसेज की रीडिंग स्पीड इंक्रीज करो, बिकॉज इफ यू हैव टू बेसिकली सॉल्व द क्वेश्चंस आप तभी सॉल्व कर पाओगे, ज्यादा टाइम आप तभी दे पाओगे जब आपकी रीडिंग स्किल्स काफी फास्ट होगी. एंड व्हाई मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स गेट स्टक, इट्स बिकॉज वहां रीडिंग में वो ज्यादा ध्यान देते. So first, you should increase the reading skills, comprehension skills. Second, one must know what is the exact way to approach every single question. 40 questions है, but हर को approach करने का तरीका बहुत अलग-अलग होता है. And to get a higher score, the students who get the higher scores, they are aware of what are those strategies. So, Anmol, you have to learn those strategies for that. Fine?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in list of headings in reading.
Sorry, Anmol, I didn't get you.
Ma'am, list of heading in reading.
List of headings in reading. Obviously, Anmol, as I mentioned, we have a strategy for that. So we will help you to know that how to solve those questions. Because again, you have to understand what is the basic strategy involved in that. Okay. So definitely, Anmol, Asra is taking a note of it. We will help you out with that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
One thing, ma'am, may I proceed?
Yeah, please, Anmol. Please, Asra, go ahead.
Well, if you're having issues in solving the matching heading questions, right? See, what you can do is, you know that there are headings that are going to be more as compared to the number of passages. It is always true, okay? There are less paragraphs and more headings, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So there are always going to be certain headings that are going to be going in waste. You will not use them. So first of all, what you can do is, instead of reading the headings right off the bat, what you can do is read the paragraphs. And once you're reading the paragraph, assign your own meanings to it. मतलब जो भी central idea तुम्हें लग रहा है कि इस paragraph में ये इन topics के बारे में बात हो रही है, on a sheet of paper, because they are going to provide you with an extra sheet. So on a sheet of paper, you can write for this paragraph, they're talking about this. For the next paragraph, they're talking about this. So write down the central idea of each paragraph. It is not going to take a lot of time once you develop the habit and the practice. Once you have written or assigned your own meaning, compare the meanings or compare the headings given on the given in the passage. Once you are going to compare the meanings, whatever comes closest, you can assign that heading to that particular passage. Okay, so that's how you do it. पहले headings मत देखो, क्योंकि जब पहले तुम headings देखोगे, एक तो सारी headings बहुत common लगती है और हर paragraph में एक heading fit हो जाती है. So instead, read the paragraphs first, assign your own heading, and then compare the headings that are already given, and whatever comes closest, you can assign that.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Anmol, just one thing to add. Anmol, just one thing to add. Whenever you are reading the headings, just please make sure to look for its synonyms as well. Because एक synonyms बहुत बड़ा factor होता है जो वहाँ पे confusion create करता है. ठीक है, तो जब आप कोई भी हेडिंग पढ़िए, आप उसमें हमेशा से फिगर आउट करिए कि अगर ये पॉसिबल हेडिंग है और उसमें कोई ऐसा वर्ड है जिसका आप सिनोनिम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो अपने पैराग्राफ में, सो प्लीज टेक अ नोट ऑफ इट. दैट इज गोइंग टू बी रियली हेल्पफुल ड्यूरिंग योर एग्जाम टाइम. ओके, या अस्रा, प्लीज गो.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Siraj.
Actually, I want to clarify one thing with you. So, WorldEdX, you are providing this service entirely free. So, what is your motto, ma'am? So, to giving services to the student, free service?
All right. Ma'am, do you want to give it an answer or shall I proceed?
It's better, Asra, you go ahead.
Okay. So basically we are the direct partners of IDP. Okay. So we are in direct relation with them. So the only prerequisite for you is to get your forms filled through us. If you want the classes, if you want all the materials, we are going to provide you nothing, we are not going to charge any penny from you. But the prerequisite is कि आप जो है हमसे form fill कराओगे अपने paper का. And we do it because we are the direct partners of IDP, so we don't really want any of your money. We are already in the direct relation with the IDP, so that is the motto. और दूसरी चीज ये होती है कि we want to make IELTS an easier process, because we have seen that a lot of students, they pay a lot of money just for being able to clear the examination. The examination is not such a hard nut to crack, so that is the motto behind.
Nice, ma'am. Nice. And the one more thing, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you heard about this IELTS Leap Scholar. So they are charging to every student, and they are giving all the sessions, and 6 months, 3 months, whatever batch duration, but they
Yes.
are taking 15,000, 12,000,
See, we do
and
not.
GT and academic.
Yeah.
Academic and GT, whatever you want to take the coaching, you can take either academic, either general. So work permit or job like applying PR, they are giving exam in GT. Academic only pursuing masters or graduation from abroad, they are giving exam in academic. So actually, my motto is, ma'am, I want to give exam in GT.
Okay.
So that's why. So you are completely. How long you are providing coaching, madam? Like how many months? Like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months?
For an average student, I think 45 days are enough to understand the paper, to understand the structure of the paper, and to practice as well. But if you are somebody who needs more time, we are going to curate the plans accordingly. But again, everything is going to be free of cost, provided you fill the forms through us. मतलब हमें ये conformity रहनी चाहिए कि अगर हम तुम्हारे को classes भी दे रहे हैं, materials भी दे रहे हैं, सब mock test वगैरह करके दे रहे हैं, तो तुम actually में paper दोगे, तुम हमें बीच में छोड़ के नहीं चले जाओगे. So basically that is the main idea. Apart from that, everything that we provide is free of cost. We also give
100%, ma'am. Why not? Of course, 100%. If you are giving this kind of services, why we will not take? Definitely, 100%. We can promise you.
Yes.
In my case, I can promise you. In my case, I can promise you, if you are giving, we have got very good coaching, so very good tips and tricks how to crack IELTS exam with good band score. Why not approach to you? Definitely, I will approach to you.
Yeah.
So whatever you required, the filling form, whatever your formalities, I will do that.
Definitely.
When you require, just tell me. That's
whenever you are ready to fill the form, you can definitely get in touch with us. And once you fill the form, like you pay the fee that is exclusively for the IELTS fee. We are going to enroll you in our one-on-one batches where we have very limited students and we provide them coaching one-on-one basis. But for that,
that is examination fee or course fee you are talking about?
Only the examination fee. That is 17,000. That is what you. Other than that, you don't have to pay us any penny. We are going to keep a track of your papers as well. We are going to help you throughout, but the prerequisite is that you fill the form.
Ma'am.
The examination fee, madam, I have to be pay. If I pay to this IELTS exam through the internet online, I can share with you
through
the
us.
slot.
No, you have to pay it. No, you have to pay it through us. So whenever you are ready, let us know. One of our counselor is going to get in touch with you, and you and that counselor is going to sit together and pay the fee. That is through online mode only. You don't really have to come anywhere.
Ma'am.
Yes, Pratik.
Noted, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, hi Shilpa.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I have I have a doubt. Actually, I revisioning for this one reading part, ma'am. Right now, I'm revising reading part. Okay, but we have to maintain the time, right? Yeah, that is difficult more for me. Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, I can answer 50%. I can guess answer at least.
So, like, what is the question?
My main question is, skimming and scamming is very difficult. We have to maintain time limit, right? That's the difficult thing for me. Please give me tip for time running, and we have to answer fast and move on like that.
Okay. See, remember, for each passage, you should not spend more than 20 minutes. That is a given thing. Okay. The moment you're going to spend more than 20 minutes in any one passage, time management becomes difficult for you. And the other thing that you have to keep in mind is you have to have the habit of reading. Because reading may, especially for people who go for academics, since the passage is so long, if they do not have the habit of reading, they find it very exhausting. So for starters, you have to start reading. Whenever you're reading, if you're coming across new words in your notes or somewhere on a like on a sheet of paper, you can write down that new word and search for its meaning. That's how you're going to not only increase your speed, but also you're going to bank on the vocabulary. You can increase your vocabulary as well. Now coming to your skimming and scanning technique, Shilpa, what
Okay.
do you understand by skimming and scanning? Matlab skimming kya hoti hai? Hemal, I'll just get back to you. Shilpa, what do you understand by skimming and what do you understand by scanning?
Skimming means
Give it a try.
only for one para we have to regards of the para we have to underline the main points of in the paragraph. That's skimming.
Okay. See, what happens is
Scanning means we have to referentially read all the paragraph and also vocabulary, meaning of vocabulary and all.
You close but not entirely correct. See, what happens is whenever you will have a passage, first of all, start by reading the question. Do not straight away jump into the passage because you will not know what you're looking for until and unless you read the questions. So first thing, for starters, what you have to do is you have to read the question. Okay. Whenever I'm reading the question, there are going to be a lot of factual information. Suppose I pick one word, okay? I pick one word exactly. When you read more in less time, that's called skimming. Ajita, you're right. When I pick one word and I look for that word or any synonym of that word, that is scanning. Because you're scanning for that one particular word. Okay. Skimming is to get a general idea of the passage, generally what the passage is talking about. When you read quickly, that is skimming. So skimming is important and so is scanning. Whenever you're going to get the passage, first read the question, see if there are any keywords in the question. Once you find the keywords, start skimming and then scanning for the keywords. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, Hemal.
Hi, so, previously you said that like we can fill the form instead of online, we can fill the form from you, right? So I just want to know that is there any extra charge in case if we?
There is absolutely no charge. So basically, we at this particular point in time, we have batches running. So post this class, we have 2 more batches that run where we have lesser number of students and we provide them one-on-one coaching where we share the materials, we share the mock test, we correct their writing and speaking mistakes and everything. That happens on one-on-one basis. But for that, you have to, like other coachings and other institutes are going to charge you around 7,000, 8,000 rupees to just correct you for your mistakes. But we are going to provide you free of cost. The only prerequisite or the only condition is that you book the slot through us. So you just have to get in touch with us that I want to book the test and we are going to help you throughout. And for booking the test and for also giving you the training and all, we are not going to charge any penny. We are not going to charge any money. So the only amount... Yeah.
Asra ma'am?
Yes, Siraj.
Sorry for interrupting you. Ma'am, your everyday session you are taking at 4 p.m.
Yes.
So this is not actually class. It means only just introduction part. You are taking admissions here, right? The classes that is different actually.
Yeah, the batches are different, and here
This
we
is
do not take
introduction class every day.
This is basically each day we pick a topic and we speak on that topic for each live session. But in the live batches or in the batches that we host, we do not have these kinds of a pattern. We pick the entire structure and one by one we talk about each modules and we do the exercise and correct the students. That's how it is. It's like a full-fledged coaching on the online form after this 4 to 5 batches.
After filling the form, yeah. Until unless we thought fill the form, only we are coming and attending this session only for listening this introduction part only. You are not going to teach actually right course. Right course, if I wanted to learn, then definitely I gonna to fill the form. Then after paying the fee of examination, then only the batch course will be start.
Yes. And
the timing you are the trainer, madam. Trainers are different.
As of now, I am the trainer. We do have one more batch which is going to start pretty soon, and there will be more trainers included.
Aishish ma'am?
Yes, Robin.
Ma'am, actually, I had
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I had a doubt, ma'am. I wanted to know that these classes, which are on regular basis, these will be going on till what date, and what is the frequency of these classes?
Okay, so basically, what the classes that we now that depends on the student. If we see that the student is ready within 15 to 17 days, we would not prolong the class. We would not unnecessarily give you extra class. If we know that you are ready and you are going to definitely notice the change, and if that is what when we see the change, we tell them, we are like fine
No,
with
ma'am.
it. Usually, the classes go for like 45 days.
Ma'am, I'm not asking for the real batch that you are going to take if we fulfill the prerequisite, but I am asking for the current batch which we are currently in.
This live classes that goes
Like,
every single
yes.
day we will have a new topic that goes like indefinitely. Every single day we are going to have a new topic.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the
Actually, I
timing
wanted
remains
to know that. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, I have some chat box messages here. Okay, एक second. Could you make a WhatsApp group? There is already a WhatsApp group for 4 to 5 class, right? And the people who enroll through us, they get added to another group where we talk about the class and everything. And Sanjeev is asking, how do you provide reading and writing exercise? Yeah, so we basically have a lot of PPTs and PDFs. So we circulate those PDFs and PPTs. That's how we provide the exercise. Okay. Rest assured, do not be like concerned about the quality of the class. If you want, you can just search WorldEdX. We have given real-time results as well, so you can look up the internet and see for the results yourself. Yes, Pratik. हाँ बोलो.
मैम स्किल्स कैसा इम्प्रूव करना है मैम?
किस चीज की स्किल्स मतलब?
मैम स्पीकिंग स्किल्स, राइटिंग स्किल्स मैम.
प्रतीक, ये तो हम हर कॉन्वर्सेशन में मैंने तुम्हें बताया कि तुम क्या कर सकते हो. यू हैव टू स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश. दूसरी ये है कि तुम्हें मैंने बताया ना कि कोई भी एक, आई हैड आल्सो सजेस्टेड यू अ बुक दैट यू शुड स्टार्ट रीडिंग. डिड यू बाय दैट?
या.
व्हिच वन?
So here I got some big small because I'm with me.
No. I suggested you to buy a book. Remember कि तुम कहाँ से start करते हो?
I'll go there and buy.
No, you did not buy. So I was suggesting you to buy that particular book and start reading it. See, speaking will happen, but it will happen over time. It really takes some time. Overnight नहीं हो पाएगा. And you have to start reading and continuously like practice what you're speaking. So when you come across some new words, write it down, and at night try to remember those words. These are the basic steps that you can take. But if you're somebody, Pratik, if you really have some medical condition where you have a slurred speech, I don't think so I will be able to help you out here. You need a professional guidance.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly. You need to be in continuous practice, and it will definitely help you in improving your speaking at least. And for reading also, start reading and try completing mock tests. क्योंकि जितना mock test तुम करोगे उतना तुम habitual हो जाओगे like at one stretch बैठने के. So you can use these strategies, and bit by bit you will see the difference.
Okay, ma'am.
So it's about time. I'll meet you all in the next class. I hope all your queries got answered. All right, then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Ma'am, the last question is, Asra Hashmi means you belongs to Hashmi family, ma'am?
Sorry?
Asra Hashmi means you belongs to Hashmi family?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. Just I asked you that.
Okay. All right. I thought it was related to IELTS, but nonetheless. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Bye.